I'll be going for Bud. You know, if he fight Canelo, I'll be going for him. I mean, I don't know if he gonna win or lose, but I definitely be going for Crawford. I think if anybody can pull it off, he can pull it off.
Do you feel that Canelo's gonna win?
No.
Really?
No.
So you would put your money on Crawford?
Yes.
You'd make money.
I was almost 40 years old when I cooked this dude. Easy.
Place right now. I think Crawford is a little better than Mayweather, but Canelo have more experience right now.
Errol Spence Jr. has spoken out for the first time since joining Terence Crawford's training camp, ahead of the much-anticipated clash with Canelo Alvarez. In his first comments since linking up with his former rival, Spence praised Crawford's sharp focus, relentless work ethic, and winning mindset as he prepares for the biggest fight of his career. Their surprising partnership has caught the attention of the boxing world, highlighting the mutual respect between them and their shared mission to create history.
What do you think of that fight?
I think it's a great fight, especially at 160. I'm a guy that, sucks down at 147. I mean, I really think that a lot of people see probably 80–70% of who I really am in 147 pounds. And I'm a guy, especially when I got WC belt, it helped me go up in weight. I had an IVF and the 10-pound weight limit after the weigh-ins and things like that, so it helped me out a lot too. But I'm a guy that outgrown the weight. I'm just holding around because I want to be undisputed champion at 147. But if this is a great fight at 160, I can definitely move up to 160 and fight there easily.
Spence Jr. has shown respect for Crawford ahead of his huge showdown with Canelo Alvarez, calling him a strong dude, reflecting on their 2023 fight, where he struggled with timing and took heavy punishment. Spence used those words to sum up Crawford's power in the ring. He also noted that Canelo once moved up in weight just like Crawford is doing now, which is why Spence believes Bud has a real chance to make it happen.
It happen. I mean, why not? If Crawford want to challenge himself to be great, let him try to be great. So what I'm saying, I'm with it. So I'll be going for Bud. If he fight Canelo, I'll be going for him. I mean, I don't know if he gonna win or lose, but I definitely be going for Crawford. I think if anybody can pull it off, he can pull it off.
Yeah.
He's chasing greatness, so why not? Canelo came up to 175 and all that, and fought Kovalev and fought the other guy too. So I mean, if he can do it, and he started at 147. So I mean, if he doing it, why can't Crawford?
Crawford is taking a huge gamble to make history, jumping up to weight classes to face Canelo Alvarez for the undisputed super middleweight title. On September 13, 2025, the bout is already being hailed as one of the biggest in boxing. But when it comes to a rematch with Spence Jr., Crawford shut the door completely, making it clear he has no interest and flatly rejecting the idea.
See, this is the thing. Canelo's looking to knock Crawford out. Canelo's not going to try to outbox him. So Canelo could fall into the same position Errol Spence was in, trying to knock out Crawford and ending up getting clipped and embarrassed.
Bernard Hopkins pointed out the heavy toll Crawford put on Spence in their last fight, saying it was like 3 fights packed into one and took the life out of 4 fights from Spence. As a veteran fighter, Hopkins explained he knows how a beating like that can steal years or at least prime years from a boxer's career. Even if the damage is invisible right now, he warned, it can quietly cut a fighter's peak short.
Listen, however they rate me, it doesn't matter. At the end of the day, we got to fight, and I'm going to win the fight. As simple as that.
Can I ask you about if there's any rematch clause with this fight with Canelo?
No, it's not.
Is that something you push for?
No, I didn't.
And there's any weight restrictions to the fight at all?
No, it's not.
A lot of fighters would like to put on a weight restriction to this type of fight. Why didn't you want to do that?
Because I want him at his best. I don't want no excuses. I don't want no, reasons why, he didn't feel good or anything. I want him at his best.
There's a lot of experts that think Canelo's not the same fighter. His punch output's a lot less. What do you think, considering the last 12 months or so? Is he the same fighter he was maybe a few years ago?
I think he is. I just think, he just wasn't up for the Skull fight. And I think, different fighters bring different, energies out of other fighters.
A lot of people are judging you on the Madrimov fight, saying you struggled moving up in weight. You're going further up in weight. And they're saying that's going to go against you based on the Madrimov fight. How do you kind of reply to that?
Shocker Stevenson isn't holding back with his prediction for this mega fight. He believes Crawford can not only beat Canelo, but might even stop him, Stevenson has always said Crawford's boxing IQ, slick southpaw movement, and power make him the better fighter, and he's been vocal about it for years. He's made his stance clear, saying Crawford can stop Canelo and, in his words, "Bud's going to cook Canelo," hinting a knockout is possible. In Stevenson's view, Crawford's skill and adaptability could turn what looks impossible into a stunning upset.
Kind of made a great point when talking about sizes. Because he said, if you look at them two together now, they look the same size. He said, people have got the idea of the size thing wrong. It's not looking at them as a physical package. It's who has absorbed the bigger shots in the weight division. And it was good. It was a very good point. He was like, Canelo has been hit by light heavyweights and super middleweights for the better part of a decade.
Basically.
He's so used to taking those shots, whereas Crawford hasn't. Crawford's been hit by 140 guys and 147 guys for the best part of a decade.
Yeah.
What's Crawford going to be like? So basically, trying to say, Canelo could easily absorb Crawford shots. Can Crawford easily absorb Canelo's punches?
If you're taking shots from Triple G, Sergey Kovalev, Dmitry Bivol, and you're staying on your feet, not getting hurt,
not even getting wobbled.
Not even getting wobbled, just literally shaking it off.
Yeah.
You can take Terence Crawford shots.
100%.
Right.
Michael Jai White, the martial artist and actor who played Mike Tyson in HBO's biopic, is confidently backing Crawford over Canelo in their upcoming clash. In an interview, White rejected the idea of Canelo being the favorite, saying flatly, "No," and compared the fight to Mayweather versus Canelo, with Crawford's speed and unorthodox style giving him the advantage. He praised Crawford's agility and ring IQ, predicting he could outpoint Canelo much like Mayweather did, even with all the improvements Canelo has made since then.
You know, what about Crawford do you think can bridge the weight gap? Or like with you, what did bridge the weight gap? Because a lot of people are just saying, hey, Canelo's just too big for someone like Terence.
That's true. But you know what? There's always a way. Put it that there's always a way. There's always a way to win.
Former champion Antonio Tarver has weighed in with a bold take on the upcoming fight, saying Crawford can beat Canelo if he can handle the Mexican star's power at 168 pounds. Tarver acknowledges Crawford's elite boxing skills, but says the real test will be absorbing the heavy shots that come with moving up in weight. If Crawford can withstand that power, Tarver is confident his speed, ring intelligence, and pinpoint accuracy will give him the edge to pull off a major upset. However,
but I think you gotta lean more towards Canelo, because like I said before, he been pitting big guys out and down, and Canelo not even really a 68 pounder. He probably really should be at 60 maybe, and he been hurting these guys. I think he be dropping these guys and things like that. So, and them guys be way bigger than him come fight night. I know that for sure. They be probably close to 200 pounds, and he dropping those guys like that. So, I don't know. It's gonna be a great fight. The fans want to see it. So, so be it. I think Crawford should take a warm-up fight. At like 60, or like at least at 60, just to get his body, to fill into somebody a little bit bigger, and things like that. I know when you go up a weight, you gotta, develop that power and not develop the power, but like put that muscle on and be heavier and things like that. So he might not want to take a fight because he's trying to build up right now. But I think he should, just to stay sharp and that way he don't have like a long layoff or anything.
Israel Madrimov, who fell to Crawford in 2024, has a blunt take on Crawford's upcoming super middleweight clash with Canelo Alvarez. It's a very different weight class. Canelo will win, I think, by decision, he said. Madrimov sees size as the key factor, arguing that while Crawford has power, skill, and experience, the physical gap at 168 pounds tilts the fight in Canelo's favor.
About them both, like what are the differences between them?
Canelo's strong and he's easily hit. Very easily hit, very easily. Compared to when I fought against Crawford, I couldn't hit clean. They both hit hard because, and you can see the strength when I was fighting against Crawford. He is very strong as well. So look, yeah, but why does he need to give that much away? He's pound for pound #1 in the world. Why does he have to go for fighting Canelo?
I think that Crawford could beat him because Crawford is a big 147 fighter and is strong as well, which a lot of people don't give him the credit for. I think that fight, if it does happen, as long as Crawford stays away and just boxes and be smart, he can win that fight. I think Crawford's a better fighter than Charlo, and he's a smart fighter as well. He switches and everything, so that would be a very good fight.
Former world champion Amir Khan who has shared the ring with both men, confidently predicts an easy night for Crawford. He praised Bud's mix of elite skill, pinpoint accuracy, sharp footwork, high boxing IQ, and slick style, adding that Crawford is much harder to hit than Canelo ever was.
Crawford is going to fight Canelo because even if I have some doubts and misgivings about the size matchup, it is two action fighters who like to fight aggressively at times, not all the times, going against each other, and we'll see who can open the other person's tuna can, so to speak.
While admitting Canelo packs serious power, Khan insists Crawford hits hard too and could benefit from timing. Since Canelo isn't the same fighter he was in 2016, if Crawford can steer clear of Canelo's biggest punches, Khan believes he'll win the fight with ease.
A little overrated. Terence Crawford versus Canelo Alvarez at 168 pounds.
Canelo's really good. Really good. But I think Crawford is special. I know he hasn't fought the resume everyone wants, but you have that or you don't have that ingredient. I think he has. Canelo's really good. He's tremendous. But could he be a tiny bit overrated? The greatness is within Crawford. It's in his desire. It's in his mind. It's in his makeup, where he came from. I know he's moved up in weight class. Can he carry it? You know, but those intangibles, I believe that he has.
Joe Rogan has made it clear he's backing Crawford in the highly anticipated showdown. I like Crawford, he said, despite widespread concerns about the size and power difference. Rogan praised Crawford as the best switch hitter in boxing, able to move effortlessly between southpaw and orthodox while keeping a high ring IQ. His only concern is whether Crawford will be big enough to handle Canelo's power because, as Rogan noted, Canelo hits very hard.
A lot of people that say that Crawford can beat Canelo, no problem. I mean, I respect that, but I just think they're stupid. I mean, excuse my language. The size difference of a bigger man changes everything with one punch. And I can see the same thing. I mean, you saw Canelo Alvarez fighting Amir Khan. Now, look at this. Terence Crawford moved from 47 to 54 to fight Madrimov. What did he do to Madrimov? Nothing. Okay, Madrimov is a 54-pounder. Now, to move up to 168, that's 2 more divisions. Canelo Alvarez will take any punch from Crawford, but I don't think Crawford will take any punches from Canelo. Remember, Canelo got hit by Triple G, the heaviest hitter in that division. And Canelo took those shots like a champ. I don't think Crawford has anything to beat Canelo.
Renowned trainer Teddy Atlas is firmly backing Crawford to beat Canelo. He believes that after testing himself against elite fighters at 147 and 154 pounds, Crawford has raised his game and will only get better as he moves up to 168. Atlas points to Crawford's speed, ring IQ, and adaptability, comparing his skills to Sugar Ray Leonard's and calling him a special fighter, one he sees as even more exceptional than Canelo.
He fell for every feint, and then he got hurt. I thought he lost. I thought Madrimov won.
I think Crawford hurt his feelings, but he didn't hurt those guys. And how many times did he rock him? None. And so you're gonna tell me that he's gonna go up to the light heavyweight?
Ask them. Don't ask me.
He don't like Crawford. I think I like Crawford in a lot of fights. I like Crawford, but on this one, it's just a bigger version of him. And I don't think that. And again, he's beaten. You're talking about a guy who pro debuted at 126, maybe. He was a featherweight, and then you're talking about a guy who pro debuted at a junior welterweight. So they've always been a big difference in division. Featherweight, junior, light. So 4 divisions.
But also look at their resumes. Who did Crawford beat? What's his biggest win besides Spence?
Sean Porter, Errol Spence. Why do you think you say Spence like
because
that?
Spence was after 2 accidents. He wasn't the same. No, after Mikey, Spence wasn't the same.
Who did Crawford beat besides Spence?
Oscar De La Hoya has criticized both the fight and its promotion. While he acknowledges Terence Crawford's ambition and skill, he questions whether Crawford has the power and toughness to survive Canelo's constant pressure, suggesting the welterweight might fade after round 6 or 7. De La Hoya also blasted the staged nature of the press events, mocking the dinner photos and shaves as fake drama, insisting fans deserve a real war, not a promotional charade.
I've done other predictions where
Crawford, where I say Crawford can possibly win if he capitalizes on what he's good at, being aggressive, being just going for it, going with the flow and just feeling it. If he doesn't feel himself, it's not gonna happen. But if he feels himself, and if Canelo maybe doesn't, who knows? That's the reason why I think probably Canelo is gonna win, because it's a factor. It really depends on these little things, but it doesn't matter because they're called excuses. Those things which are mentioned after a certain fight are just excuses. So whatever happens, happens. If Canelo loses, he loses.
Jaron Boots Ennis, the current IBF welterweight champion, believes Crawford is taking a risky leap by jumping to weight classes to face Canelo. He advised Crawford to take a tune-up fight at 160 pounds first to adjust to bigger opponents. "You've got to lean more toward Canelo," Ennis said, noting the Mexican star has been knocking out much larger fighters, while Crawford is naturally smaller. He stressed Canelo's power and experience at super middleweight as major advantages. Ennis' message is clear: Crawford should stay.
With like all due respect to Shane Mosley, he just said that Terence Crawford was going to get watched by Canelo. I don't think his word is really worth that much.
Do you think she need a year?
No, she needs till January, February. That's the timeline. She needs 6 to 8 months. She said out of her own mouth that she's in shape. She can come back. She told me that I'm too small for her. I'm not skilled enough for her. She punched too hard. And if she comes to get me, I won't be able to keep her off me. So stand on that. Take this $15 million and come get your ass whooped.
Terence got to be Terence, bro. He's a real deep thinker. He processed fights like nobody else. And he's processed this Canelo fight. He's seen it. He went through it 2 or 3 times already. He knows how this ends. You can tell the way he shadow boxes. He visualizing Canelo being right there in front of him. You understand? Look at the movement. That's all you got to do. Look at the movement. And that's the type of master boxer that Canelo is going to be facing. And the only thing I say is Canelo hasn't faced an opponent like this in a long time. You know what I mean? I think Canelo's going to have to go back to the Caleb Plant fight and look that good, that active, that, you feel me, moving with that type of grace to beat Terence Crawford. Because weight ain't going to make the difference. It ain't going to be the weight. It's going to be the skill.